Ask any veteran operator, and they'll tell you there were scrapers in the 80s that hit harder, ran faster, and moved dirt better than anything built today. No electronics, no sensors, no computers, just raw horsepower, aggressive designs, and machines that could reshape an entire job site in a single shift. These scrapers weren't just tools, they were legends. Crews still talk about decades later. Get ready, because these are the 10 scrapers from the 1980s that construction crews truly miss. Number 1. Caterpillar 627B. The Caterpillar 627B is easily one of the most iconic scrapers ever produced. This twin-engine push-pull scraper took job sites by storm when it rolled out in the 1980s, combining brute power with unmatched hauling speed. In a time when earth-moving was all about moving more dirt in less time, the 627B did it better than almost anything else. Construction crews loved this scraper because it didn't mess around. It loaded fast, cut through tough soil, climbed grades confidently, and transported massive amounts of material at high speed. The magic of the 627B was in its twin-engine design, featuring a powerful engine on the tractor unit and another on the scraper bowl. This gave it incredible torque and pulling power, especially when working in tandem with another scraper in push-pull mode. Two scrapers could boost each other during loading, allowing both machines to fill faster and cut deeper than single-engine scrapers of the era. This made the 627B a star on large highway projects and massive earth-moving jobs where production mattered more than fuel efficiency. Operators often talk about how responsive the 627B felt. Its hydraulic system was ahead of its time, delivering smooth bowl controls and excellent cutting performance. The machine felt alive, vibrating, roaring, and powering through soil like a wild animal. And unlike many modern machines with complicated electronics, the 627B was purely mechanical, which meant it could be fixed quickly and cheaply. Even today, decades after its heyday, the 627B is still found on job sites around the world. Many companies refuse to retire them because newer scrapers, while quieter and cleaner, simply don't have the raw strength, speed, and fearless performance of the legendary 627B. For many veterans, this was the scraper that defined what earth-moving was all about. Number 2. Caterpillar 631E. The Caterpillar 631E was the workhorse of large-scale earth-moving operations throughout the 1990s. With its massive bowl capacity, powerful engine, and unmatched hauling speed, the 631E became the go-to scraper for contractors who needed serious production numbers. This was a scraper built to handle huge jobs, dams, airports, industrial parks, and multi-lane highways, and it excelled in environments where dirt had to be moved quickly and continuously. The heart of the 631E was its mighty CAT 3408 V8 diesel engine, a power plant known for massive torque and impressive durability. This engine allowed the scraper to cut tough soil, pull heavy loads, and haul at high speeds even when fully loaded. Operators often joked that once the 631E started rolling, stopping it was harder than accelerating it. Its weight, power, and momentum made it one of the most efficient haulers ever built. The cab layout was typical of 1980s Caterpillar design. Simple, rugged, and focused on giving the operator full control. Analog gauges provided real-time information, and the machine's mechanical linkages gave the operator a direct feel of the scraper's behavior. Veterans still remember the power-assisted steering, the rumble of the V8, and the way the scraper would surge forward when the throttle was pushed. One of the reasons crews miss the 631E is its reliability. These machines were built during a time when Caterpillar manufacturing was at its strongest. Thick steel, durable transmissions, oversized hydraulics, and low-frills mechanical components meant the 631E could operate for decades with basic maintenance. Many are still running today in mines, quarries, and private fleets. The 631E was big, loud, fast, and incredibly productive, and no modern scraper has truly replaced its brute personality. Number 3. Terex TS24B. The Terex TS24B is one of the most beloved scrapers from the 1980s, especially among those who worked on massive mining and earth-moving projects. Terex built the TS24B with a very clear objective: create a machine with maximum power and massive capacity that could outperform anything else in its class. And for many contractors, the TS24B delivered exactly that. Featuring dual Detroit diesel engines, The TS-24B sounded like a freight train rolling through a construction site. Its twin two-stroke power plants produced enormous torque at high RPM, giving the machine unmatched acceleration and cutting ability. Operators often describe the TS-24B as a wild animal. It shook, roared, and vibrated with raw power every time it loaded or climbed a grade. The scraper bowl was large and robust, allowing the TS-24B to haul extremely heavy loads. Its hydraulic controls were simple but highly effective, giving operators the ability to cut aggressively into tough soil. The scraper also excelled in saturated or sticky ground conditions where other machines would bog down or lose traction. But what crews really miss is the aggressive personality of the TS-24B. Modern scrapers are refined, electronic, and quiet, but the Terex TS-24B was a loud, intense, adrenaline-filled experience. Operators felt every vibration, heard every growl of the Detroit engines, and knew exactly how the machine was behaving. Although production eventually slowed and Terex shifted focus, the TS-24B still works in mines and remote projects around the world. Many companies keep them because they know one thing: when you need raw power and extreme durability, nothing performs like an old Terex scraper. The TS-24B wasn't just a machine, it was a legend that construction crews still talk about decades later. Number 4. Wabco 353FT. Wabco was never the biggest name in construction machinery, but among scraper operators, the Wabco 353FT was one of the most respected machines of its time. Built with rugged industrial components, oversized hydraulics, and a no-nonsense design philosophy, the 353FT became a quiet workhorse that delivered incredible reliability in even the harshest environments. One of the standout features of the 353FT was its front-engine tractor design, paired with a powerful, heavy-duty scraper bowl. The machine used robust drivetrain components that rarely failed, even under massive hauling loads. Operators loved the 353FT because it felt solid and dependable. Everything about the machine was overbuilt: frame, linkage, axles, and hydraulic cylinders. While it didn't have the speed of a Caterpillar or the raw aggression of a Terex, the Wabco 353FT made up for it with consistent, trouble-free performance. On long jobs where uptime mattered more than anything, the 353FT became a favorite among contractors who needed a machine they could trust for thousands of hours. Another reason the 353FT earned respect was its simplicity. The electrical system was minimal, the hydraulic system was direct, and the mechanical controls were easy to repair. In remote job sites without access to specialized technicians, the Wabco scraper often outlasted competing models. By the late 1980s, Wabco was overshadowed by larger manufacturers, but the 353FT never disappeared. Many are still running today in Africa, Australia, and South America, where ruggedness and ease of repair matter more than creature comforts. Operators who ran these scrapers still speak fondly of their predictable, hard-working nature. The 353FT may not have been famous, but it earned its place as one of the most reliable scrapers of its era. Number 5. Fiat Alice 40-bed. The Fiat Alice 460B is one of the most memorable scrapers from the 1980s, combining Italian design efficiency with American industrial muscle. Born from the partnership between Fiat and Alice Chalmers, the 460B was designed to compete directly with Caterpillar's mid-size scrapers, and it did an excellent job. Powered by a dependable Fiat or Cummins diesel engine depending on configuration, the 460B delivered strong pulling power and exceptional reliability. The machine was particularly well loved for its smooth transmission and excellent traction, making it a strong performer on graded terrain, road construction, and mid-sized earth-moving projects. The scraper bowl was designed for fast loading and efficient cutting, and operators enjoyed how responsive the hydraulic controls felt. Many said the 460B offered better fine control than larger competitors, especially during spreading or final trimming work. Its balanced design made it easy to operate, even for less experienced drivers. One of the biggest strengths of the 460B was its versatility. It wasn't the biggest scraper of the era, but it excelled in areas where large twin-engine scrapers struggled: tighter spaces, uneven terrain, and smaller-scale earth-moving operations. This made the 460B a favorite among local contractors, municipalities, and private earth-moving companies. Another reason construction crews miss this machine is its durability. Fiat Alice engineering was known for using thick steel and overbuilt driveline components. As a result, many 460B scrapers are still running today on private ranches, farms, and small construction companies. They may not look pretty anymore, but they get the job done. The Fiat Alice 4060B represented a perfect balance of power, simplicity, and toughness, qualities that many modern scrapers with their complex electronics and sensors simply cannot match. Number 6. Caterpillar 6115B. The Caterpillar 6115B holds a very special place in the hearts of many construction crews from the 1980s. It wasn't the largest scraper, nor the fastest, nor the most powerful, but the 6115B earned respect because it brought scraper capability to smaller projects where big machines simply couldn't go. In an era dominated by huge twin-engine scrapers, the 6115B became the compact, flexible earth mover that even small contractors could afford, and it worked unbelievably hard for its size. Powered by a dependable Cat 3208 diesel engine, the 615B delivered just the right combination of torque and fuel efficiency. The 3208 was known for its responsiveness, its reliability, and its easy maintenance. This engine allowed the 615B to cut through medium soils, load quickly, and haul efficiently even in tighter job sites. But what truly made the 615B legendary was its maneuverability. With an articulated frame and compact dimensions, the machine could operate in subdivisions, farm developments, golf courses, and industrial sites where larger scrapers couldn't turn or load safely. This made the 615B a favorite among private contractors who needed versatility more than pure horsepower. The bold design was simple but effective. It allowed fast cuts, smooth loading, and efficient spreading, making the 615B a surprisingly useful finish scraper. Operators said it was one of the easiest scrapers to learn on, a machine that forgave mistakes and kept working. In wet or loose ground where big scrapers sometimes struggled, the lighter 615B often outperformed them. Construction crews miss the 615B today because modern compact scrapers are rare. The industry moved toward trucks and excavators, but the 615B proved that small scrapers had a place. Many old units still operate on farms and ranches, quietly moving dirt long after newer machines failed. The 615B was not a loud machine or a flashy one, but it was a bulldog that never stopped working. Number 7. John Deere 860B. The John Deere 860B was one of the toughest scrapers of the 1980s, beloved especially by contractors who already trusted Deere equipment. While Caterpillar dominated the scraper world, Deere carved out a loyal following by building a machine that felt familiar, strong, and surprisingly smooth to operate. The 8060B was essentially a tractor-engineered scraper, rugged, reliable, and incredibly durable. Powered by a John Deere 619 diesel engine, the 8060B delivered high torque at low RPM, which is exactly what a scraper needs to cut stubborn soil and climb grades with a heavy load. The engine was fuel-efficient compared to many competitors, and it was simple to service, another reason operators loved it. One of the standout features of the 860B was its transmission. Deere engineered a rock-solid power-shift gearbox that could handle thousands of hours of pushing, loading, and hauling without major failures. Operators often said that even under full load, the 860B shifted gears smoother than many big scrapers of the era. The scraper bowl on the 8060B was especially well designed. It offered excellent cutting angles, fast loading, and easy spreading, something Finnish crews appreciated. Many contractors used the 8060B for both bulk earthmoving and more precise grading work, a versatility that gave Deere an edge in the market. Crews missed the 8060B because it offered the perfect balance of brute strength and operator comfort. The cab provided excellent visibility, the controls were intuitive, and the machine felt stable even in soft or uneven ground. While Deere eventually stepped back from the scraper market, the 8060B remains a beloved symbol of what the company could produce when they fully committed to heavy earth-moving equipment. Even today, many 8060Bs remain in service across North America, proving that good engineering never goes out of style. Number 8. Ashland 155XL Pull Scraper. The Ashland 55XL is one of the most nostalgic scrapers for operators who worked on farms. ranches, and smaller construction projects during the 1980s. Unlike self-propelled scrapers from Caterpillar or Terex, the 55XL was a tractor-pulled scraper designed to attach to large agricultural tractors. But don't let that fool you. The 55XL could move serious amounts of dirt with impressive efficiency. One of the biggest advantages of the 155XL was its simplicity. Because the scraper relied on the tractor for power and steering, its frame and bowl could be engineered to be incredibly strong without adding unnecessary complexity. The result was a highly durable scraper that could cut aggressively and carry heavy loads without wearing out quickly. The 155XL featured a bowl designed for fast loading in soft to medium soils, making it perfect for land leveling, field development, and small commercial job sites. Farmers loved the scraper because they could use their existing tractors instead of investing in a dedicated self-propelled scraper. Construction crews appreciated it because it could reach places large scrapers couldn't: tight fields, rolling terrain, and smaller parcels of land. Operators often said that the Ashland 155XL felt like a dozer and a scraper combined. It could cut deep, move material quickly, and spread it smoothly. For many rural contractors, the 155XL became the workhorse of farm development, building ponds, leveling fields, cutting terraces, and reshaping landscapes. What crews miss the most about the 155XL is the affordability and practicality. Modern scrapers are expensive, complicated, and electronically controlled. But the 155XL represented a time when a farmer or small contractor could buy a rugged, long-lasting scraper and do big-time earth moving with minimal investment. Many 155XL units are still working today, proving that simple, well-built machinery can survive generations. Number 9. K-Tech 1233, early model. K-Tech had just started making a name for itself in the late 1980s, and the early models of the K-Tech 1233 pull scraper became something of a hidden gem in the earth-moving world. These scrapers were rugged, large-capacity machines designed to be pulled by high-horsepower tractors or articulated dump trucks. What made the 1233 special was not just its size, but its incredible efficiency. At a time when self-propelled scrapers dominated the market, K-Tech took a different approach. Build a scraper that could outperform them in cost, fuel efficiency, and productivity if paired with the right tractor. This strategy worked. The 1233 could haul huge loads with ease, and because the tractor provided the power, owners could scale their earth-moving power simply by upgrading the tractor rather than replacing the scraper. The 1233 featured a high-capacity bowl that loaded fast, even in tough soils. The cutting edge was designed to slice cleanly and fill evenly, making it ideal for long-haul earth-moving operations. Operators appreciated the simplicity of the machine. Hydraulic controls were straightforward, the frame was massively reinforced, and maintenance was easy. Crews missed these early K-Tech scrapers because they offered performance close to self-propelled scrapers at a fraction of the cost. For rural contractors, mining support operations, and agricultural developers, the K-Tech 1233 represented a dramatic leap forward in productivity. Over time, K-Tech became a major global manufacturer, but many operators still say the original 1233 was one of the toughest, most practical scrapers ever built. Number 10. Caterpillar 651E. The Caterpillar 651E was the undisputed heavyweight champion of single-engine scrapers during the 1980s. This machine was absolutely massive, capable of moving enormous amounts of material with each load. It was built for the biggest earth-moving projects imaginable: large mines, giant dam projects, multi-lane interstate highways, and mega-industrial sites. Under the hood, the 651E carried the powerful CAT 3408 or later 3412 V112 diesel engine, depending on configuration. This gave the scraper extraordinary power, enabling it to cut into hard-packed soils and climb steep grades even with a fully loaded bowl. The machine's speed was equally impressive. On long-haul routes, the 651E could maintain high travel speeds, making it one of the most productive scrapers Caterpillar ever built. But what crews miss most about the 651E is its presence. When a fleet of 651Es hit the job site, everything shook. The sound of the massive V8 or V12 engines, the roar of the hydraulics, and the thunder of heavy earth moving created a work environment unlike anything seen today. Operators often describe the 651E as a land battleship, big, loud, unstoppable, and incredibly satisfying to run. The cab was typical 1980s Caterpillar engineering, rugged, clean, and functional. Everything the operator needed was within reach, and visibility was excellent for such a large machine. Many operators still claim that the 651E offered some of the best scraper control of any machine they ever ran. Today, the 651E is rare but still alive in mines and remote projects around the world. Companies keep them running because nothing in modern equipment truly replaces their raw power and productivity. The 651E wasn't just a scraper, it was an icon of heavy earth moving that crews still miss with pride. These 80s scrapers weren't perfect, but they were unforgettable. Their power, their speed, their simplicity, and their reliability made them icons that crews still wish they had today. If you enjoyed this trip back to construction's golden age, hit like, subscribe, and tell me which scraper you think deserves a comeback. Thanks for watching, because the next video dives into even more legendary machines. Time refuses to erase.